Welcome back everybody, Lord Twitch here, and today we're going to continue with episode 26 of our All the Mods 10 series here on the channel. Once again, if you guys want to interact with me or any of the other members of the Discord, take a peek at the Discord link in the description. While you're down in the description, take a peek at the 10% off W link. It helps me out, it helps with the company, and it's a great thing to do. That being said, if you guys have not already, make sure you are subscribed, as we are trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, and every subscription does help. And if it also piques your interest, do take a peek at the two different channel membership tiers. And that being said, let's deal with all of these summons. Okay, so now it's just the zombies. We got a little too close to death there. Alright, so let's get back into what I want to work on this episode. So last episode we went ahead and started making some blood waxed coal. So now we're actually able to make some torches out of that. So there we go, bunch of torches. Let's actually run to our village and I'll drop off some of these torches to the builders. Alright, so let's go ahead, pop into here. Actually, it might be a little bit more beneficial if we just give the torches not for that one. Okay, what are you?
Is there a problem?
Okay, so you want a shovel. And what's the courier's problem?
Need something?
Okay, so you are literally starving. Okay, so temporarily we will fulfill the shovel request.
Need something? What can I do for you?
You need just a lot of resources yet.
Need something? Need
Did that
something?
take a... What happens if I just convert all of these to silence?
Good to see you.
Then can I just repair them? I'll let you get back to work. I think I might do the same thing with this guy's tools.
Good to see ya.
He's got literally a shovel. Alright, let's get him supplied up as well with a pickaxe and an axe.
Right away.
What can I do for you?
Alright, go ahead and get back to work, and I'll check on you soon-ish. Okay, this guy, I believe, is just gonna keep getting supplied. And then
You
at
are
some
so wise, my
point,
friend.
he will have everything he needs. Which she might be bringing, like, everything. Yeah, I think we have everything in there. Alright, I'll let her just supply. Let's head back home, and then I'll come back here at a later point in the episode and kind of see how everything is going. So that gave us some dark gems. Kind of want to look into a bit of silence a little bit. I'm curious how all of this is gonna work. So it looks like we need Foundry. I'm like, I know it's one of these. Alright, so we need a Foundry drain. Okay, so that's just made with some fire bricks. Fire bricks are from fire clay is like that. There's a foundry, or at least a foundry drain. So I need a blast furnace. And then a foundry tank. What I'll do is just swap those temporarily. And let's go ahead and sleep so nothing perishes in the night. Alright, so I decided to head back to the colony over here because we still need to do another research. Civilian combat technology. What do we have for technology? No longer trample crops. That might be pretty decent. It looks like we already have the first aid. That requires university level 2 for all of this. Higher learning, school. Mystical site. So that's still kind of working on it. I mean, 8 hay bales, and that'll be citizen HP plus 2. I wouldn't mind giving them extra health. You know, let's just go ahead and give a diamond. Let's do the big one and get it out of the way. $21 charcoal, toss all of that into there, and that'll be plenty to finish that up as well. Alright, started doing ambition. Let's go take a peek at our builders while we're here. Okay, I don't know if you actually need more stairs or if we have more in the warehouse here. Take a peek. Does not look like we actually have more. There we go. So let's go ahead and drop off the rest of the stairs. Alright, so everything should be smelted up. Oh, I guess we only have 2 at the moment. Alright, let's just swap that out finally. How much gold do we have at the moment? I've got 41 gold. Well, it's a little bit more speed, so I'll take it. Okay, so I completed that. Alright, so building the foundry. Now that we have a controller, drains, and a tank, we need a few more blocks. First is a liquid heating coil. These are make up the floor of the foundry and are needed to heat up the foundry. Okay, so that last is either foundry windows or fire bricks. These are what we'll use for the rest of the structure, the building blocks, quite literally. Also seeing a window. Alright, so we just need a bit more of the fire bricks. Alright, the foundry can be as small as 1 by 1 on the inside as long as it has a controller, liquid heating coils, and the other walls filled. I don't recommend making one so small though, as the bigger the foundry, the more space it has in it. You'll know when the foundry is built when the controller lights up like a furnace. We don't really have the space to set up a foundry inside right now. But let's go ahead and just do it out here. Alright, so let's try this again. So I think I'll do the 4 like that. Place down. I'll have a controller here plus the tank. Then the drain and glass. Okay, just like that. You know what? Put the tank over there. I definitely want more blocks. I think I'll even grab a bit of spruce to kind of outline it. So you guys may be familiar with the style of this, just because it's kind of what we do for all of our smelteries. Awesome. And I guess next would just be the next quest. So we need the casting table and a basin. Alright. All casts are made equal. In another sense, I mean they are all made the same way, by pouring steel into an item in the casting table. How do we make steel, you ask? Simply melt down any steel item or ingots, or you can alloy 9 iron to 10 coal. Alloying will happen when the foundry is heated and the right amounts of different liquid metals are in it. These two liquid metals will combine into one liquid metal. Okay, so in that case, let's drop off a bunch of stuff. Grab out 10 pieces of that and 9 pieces of iron. Then toss in the rest. Material grader, alloy forge, starlight charger, recrystallizer. I can make armor cast. Let's go ahead and make how do we get a katana part? Okay, by making the katana template. I just want to run in real quick. Alright, and then I want to use this guy. I guess with stone. Alright, that'll make us our katana blade. Toss that into there. I'm wondering if it's just a 9 to 9, because I got a little bit of carbon in here too. And that's katana cast. More damage than a sword, but slower. What about machete? See, and then the machete, we just gotta make that way. But I'll worry about all of that later, because I think next episode we're gonna start making a better set of tools and go from there. But with that, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.